I've watched the new series of Prison Break.
Tell us about it.
I sort of know the answer to this question, but how far did each of you get with Prison Break when it was on the first time round? I know Gary you didn't watch the final season, did you?
Yeah, I've watched a few episodes of Series 4 and no more.
I didn't see any of it really, because I think I knew that it started so well and ended so dismally. I think.
Yeah. In the first season, which everyone loved, was Wentworth Miller's Michael Scofield basically going into the Fox River prison to break out his brother Lincoln Burrows, who had been charged with murdering the brother of the president, I believe. He designed the prison, so had the tattoos of the prison on his body, and basically formed this sort of motley group of prisoners. Every one of them had something to offer, and they all broke out together. The second season, which was still good, was them. What happens once you've broken out of prison and go on the run? Number 3, they ended up in another prison in South America and had to break out of that. And then number 4, they found this weird secret computer drive and had to expose various secrets.
It turned into Mission Impossible.
And their mum got involved. Their mum was evil, and then they did a TV film which was Prison Break: The Final Break, where Michael, I think, died of a brain tumour. Or did he? Because when we get into season 5, we find Teabag. Was he a child molester? Or
he was famous for the hold my pocket boy.
That was a good
impression. Oh my god, that was terrifying. And I've not even seen...
Hold my pocket boy.
He was probably the most sort of enigmatic performer. He sort of almost lifted the series, and that's why I think they decide to start with him. He gets let out of prison. I don't know. I can't remember why he was in prison. He gets a letter that looks like it's a picture of Michael. He goes to see Lincoln, who dismisses him, but then Lincoln thinks, "Oh, where is he?" sort of thing, and goes to his widow Sarah, who was the prison doctor in the first season.
I can do this one. Sarah Tancredi.
Yes, well done. She's obviously had his son. She's remarried. But Lincoln works out, based on this note, that Michael is sort of still alive, but he's now in a prison in Yemen.
So he gets around, doesn't he?
So from there, it goes really bonkers. We have him basically digging up Michael's grave to find it empty, only containing a suit. He goes to see C-Note, who's one of the other prisoners from Prison Break. You remember him, Gary?
Yeah, years ago.
Coincidentally, and thankfully for this plot, is now converted to Islam, so can help him with his...
That seems to be the solution to a lot of problems, I think.
With his journey to Yemen. You have to wait till the end of the episode for Wentworth Miller to appear and basically say, "I don't know who Michael Scofield is. I'm not Michael Scofield." And Lincoln, by this point, has given up his
Has he got amnesia?
It has given him... Well, we don't know, Gary. I like series, and you've heard me say this before, where they go completely full-on bonkers straight away. The thing is, though, Wentworth Miller is the draw. He's the charismatic performer. Him and Robert and Bill Fichtner as well, who was brilliant in the latter seasons. Dominic Purcell is not... is the
most dull actor in the world.
He's basically the muscle. He's the sort of person you follow the most in this first episode. Just made this dull. There's also a story where they're trying to, in a very sort of 24 thing, they're trying to kill off people who now know that Michael Scofield isn't in the grave. They try and kill off Lincoln. They try and kill off Tancredi, or whatever her name is now, and her son and her new husband, who gets shot in the leg, as any replacement husband always seems to suffer in these sort of reboots.
I have a couple of questions to
ask. Go for it,
Number
Gary.
One, could you watch this if you've never seen Prison Break before?
I think you get the sort of bare bones. They do a recap, actually, at the beginning of... I think Wentworth Miller does the sort of voiceover introduction to it. But
Could I watch it, given the fact that I've seen...
I think you could, as long as you've got the knowledge that we know Michael died, or we think he died.
The third question is, will you keep watching it?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of the American shows that I have been watching have finished now. I mean, Good Fight's almost finished, Feud's almost finished, Big Little Lies is finished. So there's not a lot else for me to watch. So
I have a fourth question. Better or worse than 24 Legacy?
Better, because it's got the original cast, and obviously you've got that inbuilt chemistry, and because it does go full on bonkers straight away.
I have a fifth and final question after that. did it need to be brought back? Do you feel there is actually a reasonable way of doing it? Is this a reasonable revival?
It is a let's see at the moment. I mean, they do pack a lot into this first episode. If it's just 8, then I might stick around for it.
Okay, so Prison Break is currently being shown in this country on Fox UK on Monday night at 9 o'clock. Good thing there's nothing else on at that time. Oh, hold on, there is, but there you go.